guys, big warm welcome to LNT. Stephen at you guys. What a glorious day. Car's all packed, we got the ice in there guys, all fresh batteries, we got a load of suntan cream, a load of drinks. Keep hydrated guys, you got to keep hydrated. It's on the weather forecast, it's the hottest April in 75 years in the UK, which is absolutely amazing. It's probably the wrong time to go on the beaches guys, but we're going to give it a go today. My first time on the beaches, you can see with all the beautiful Norfolk scenery around me. Get back into the sunlight there on my old Fizzog. So yeah, we're all ready, we're all charged up. I think I've got everything I need, and we're going to get down on that beach. I'm going to go down South Suffolk, sorry. Away from the popular beaches guys, because they're going to be rammed today, absolutely rammed with holiday makers, day trippers, because it is glorious. It is scorching. It's got to be about 28, 27, and we'll get in the car. So the car's all packed, and we'll get down there and we'll do the business and see what we can do on the first ever LNT detecting on a beach guys. Looking forward to this. Come and join me, let's go. You guys, this is just a stop. It's Lowestoft. Got Lowestoft Pier there behind me guys, and if we get enough spendies on the beach, I'm going to come up here later tonight and have a nice bag of fish and chips by the seaside. Oh, that sounds a treat. We're here, and it is absolutely beautiful. So it took me about an hour, a bit more than usual, because I had a couple of stops on the way, a couple of photos for you guys, but get all the kit, get all rigged up, get all my utility belt on, and we'll get out there. That's the beach we're going on out there guys. It's a shingle, it's all shingle at the back here, it goes down to sand, so we'll have a look, see what we can find. It's the first outing, so I don't expect a lot, but we'll give it a go, shall we? You going to come and join me? Let's get down there. There we go, got a lot of shingle out there. It's a little bit cooler here as well, which is lovely. So all these mounds at the back, I won't bother with these. I don't think there's going to be much there, but we need to get over that first build up of shingle where the tide comes in. I think the tide is just dropping off full. So we'll get down there guys and we'll get at it. Right guys, well we're here, we're on the beach. At last, I'm on a beach. There's a few fishermen up that way, but this stretch of about a quarter of a mile, it's all pretty free. I'll just swing you around. But there is a sandbank there, running all along the length of the beach there, and there's sand on the other side of that build-up of shingle there, guys. So that's where I'll be looking. Obviously, that should be the hot spots. Obviously, I'll try through the shingle as well here, all through the shingle, through the sand, through the high point and over the top as well, just on the seashore. But as you can see, it's beautiful. Absolutely glorious day. I know these sands move up and down this coast guys every year with all the winter storms, the surges, the undertow, you know, the beaches that were up further up the coast that way, the famous beaches, all their beaches are down here now, in front of me more or less. So the beaches, they do move about a bit. There's my setup there, guys. My little haversack with a bit of grub in there, load of pop, and a nice cup of coffee as well. And we'll get digging. I'll see you on the first hole. Here we go. Oh God, it's got a pink here. It looks like a bit of rubbish. It's just about there. Let's have a look. Alright guys, had a pretty weak signal here. Something in there. It's probably a bit of tat. We'll have a look. There it is. And yes, it's a bit of tat. But I said I'm going to dig everything, guys. I've got it on non-discrimination. I don't know what that is. Looks like a bloody duck's head there. A stork's head. Yeah, I said I was going to dig everything, guys. No discrimination. Let's dig everything today. Let's carry on. I'm just doing this band of sand here because obviously it's a high tide mark. Same as the one over there. It's a high tide mark as well. So I'm just doing this band of sand to start with. Then I'll try the gravel as well. Try it, especially on the top of this hill going along here. That's where the tide, all the stuff is pushed by the look of it from the last tide. But we've had a couple of bits of metal, and we'll carry on, guys. Low and slow, so I don't miss a single inch. I'd rather be thorough than just walk for the sake of walking, guys. I like to cover every single inch, because you never know. There's no discrimination, but I've got the sensitivity down one notch. So I've had a few bits of metal so far, but it's pretty quiet, to be honest. I've not done much, but it's pretty quiet at the moment. I'll get back to you in a bit. Well, that sounds a bit more promising. I don't think that's metal. That looks like a coin. Right there, we'll have a look at that one, guys, and dig that up. The pointer on, have a look, shall we? Pointer on. No, it's not a coin, it's a bit of lead. Bit of sheet lead. Odie pansies. Yeah, just a bit of lead. Oh well, it's better than steel. Let's carry on. Watch you guys. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this, it's lovely. I haven't found nothing yet, but I found about 5 or 6 bits of metal. Well, I'm going to, and I've got no discrimination on. I think you need to do that on beaches, to be honest. You know, if it pings, dig it up. You never know. You know, sometimes you get silver or something coming up with a funny signal, don't you? Especially if they're on an angle or side on or something. But it'll always be my philosophy on beaches. If it pings, dig it up with no discrimination. You've got to go through a lot of tats, but there's not a lot of rubbish on this beach, to be honest. In fact, it's very, very quiet, but I've got to get down. Once that tide goes down, I can get into that proper sand, and I think there'll be a lot more stuff down there, because it's a high tide at the moment. So, just having a nice cup of Colombian, a lovely jabbly. Yeah, I've got a few bits of metal. Getting used to the pings now. Add a bit of the lead, which give a higher signal. If there's lead here, especially on that line I've been looking at, if there's lead there, heavy stuff, that's where there's going to be some finds, surely. But I'll keep plugging away, but I think most of my finds will wait when that surf drops down, when that tide drops, and getting that wet sand. I think there'll be a few more signs there, a few more finds down there, hopefully. But I thought there'd be 1 or 2 kinds in this shingle, because this is where people sit on this mound here, in the sun. So we'll keep plugging away, we'll have a cup of coffee, and we'll have another good go, guys. Some beautiful birds fluttering around. Lots of turnstones as well. I usually see quite a few seals down here, because I used to do a lot of fishing here. Because that caravan site over there is where my wife used to stay 3-4 times a year. God bless her, till she was killed 4 years ago. Brings back some memories, it really does. Watch you guys, how are we doing? Hope that wind's not too bad. Had quite a few bits of metal, lots of scrap. I've put my discrimination up a little bit now to try and get away from the trash, and I've come into the sand dunes as well. There's quite a few sand dunes down here. They've been here, you know, a lot of years. And I've just had a lovely signal down here, a lovely town. I'll just turn the camera around, guys. Let's have a look. Let's do this one together. Okay, there's the hole there, guys. And it's down there somewhere. Right at the bottom of that hole there. It's a lovely town. What is it? Oh, it's a coin. Look at the camera steady. It's hard with this phone. It's a small coin. What is that, a halfpenny? I don't know. First coin of today, whoopie doody. 2001 5p. There you go. Nice condition. Lovely job, Lane. My first coin of the day. Whoopie doody. Let's go on to the next one. Okay guys, back at another hole. Get some quite nice signals going through these sand dunes here, the path where people walk. I'm getting some nice signals, one, two of them quite deep now, but I'm picking up tiny little bits of file and all sorts of stuff, but I've got discrimination, as I say. I'm trying to find coins more than anything, and I've got a lovely signal down here. Just see if I can find this, get the old pointer on. It's still down in the hole somewhere. It's down there. Is that it? Yeah. That's it. What is that? It's a coin, it's a small, is it a button? Might be a button. Yeah, I think that's a button. First button I've ever found. It's a 2 or something. I don't know whether that's an old button, guys. I don't know whether you can tell me, but it looks, it's very, very, very thin. But in the pouch, we'll have a look at that later. Lovely job, Lee. Nothing else left in the hole. I always double check the holes, even though I pull something out. I always double check, because you never know, there might be 2 things in there, or even a little hoard. Back at you at the next hole. What's you guys? How you doing? Well, I'm having quite a bit of joy in this, all these sand dunes. Just been speaking to somebody who's local. There's a little bit of a river going into the sea here. It's only a tiny little stream, but apparently it used to be an harbour for this particular village. You know, I won't name the village for obvious reasons. Hope that wind's not blowing too much. But all these sand dunes, as you can see, there's a lot of pellets. Somebody's been shooting rabbits, but I've also found a lot of ammunition as well. So that's another first for the channel. Absolutely brilliant. Not only have we got a button, coins, bullets, and I've got, I had just about 4 foot away from me up there, I must have got about 6 small bullets shot, you know, squashed. And I've just had another bullet out of this hole. They seem to be in groups for some reason, don't know why. Just to show this one here, guys. Just turn the camera around, I'll show you this stick, because this is a nice signal. Bear with me. Scan here, as you can see the sun's coming in now, so there's another one there. There's lots of bloody stuff. There's quite a few pallets as well, so I think someone's been shooting rabbits. Oh, that's a nice ping there. That's quite close to the top as well. So we'll have a look at that one, guys. Where's that coming up? Let's come up in the middle. That's a nice turn. Tired now, but this one's close to the surface. There's something clunk there. What's that? Something clunky there. Oh, whoa! Oh, that's a big calibre bullet. Well, that's got to be World War II, hasn't it? Let's get that in the sun, guys. Is that a World War II? It's been shot, as you can see there, guys. Can't quite make the date on there, but there should be a date on there, I think. Oh, there you go, whack-a-doody. Another first. Is that a rifle? Rifle round? It's got to be in this. World War II, World War I, I don't know. Any suggestions, guys? Down below. Lovely jubbly. Another first. Next hole. Well, what's you guys, that was certainly interesting. I've been at it for about, what's the time? About 2.5 hours. I intended to do the beaches, but I ended up in the dunes because the tide was in. I wanted to wait for the tide to go out, but I was finding that much stuff in the dunes. I was quite happy doing that. I mean, a lot of it was tat, but you know, we'll have a look at the fines table when I get home, guys. There's one or two firsts for me, as there will be, as a new detectorist. Quite a few firsts coming out the ground for me, which I'm chuffed about, really chuffed, and I enjoyed every single minute. To know, you know, when you've got something in your hand, it's history. It is amazing. I mean, I haven't found it mega old, but you know, even bloody 60, 70 years old, guys, it's just amazing to know you've got that in your hand. The last person that dropped it was 60 years ago, whatever. But it's amazing, but I really enjoyed that. I don't think I should have come out so soon, really, even started detecting, because you know, I've had a bad back and it's really sore now, so I've been at it for about 2.5 hours, and you know, it doesn't help having a bad back when you're bending down and digging and whatever, so I may just rest a little bit, just carry on with magnet fishing for a bit until my back gets better, because it's really sore. But yeah, I enjoyed that. Say, I ended up going in the dunes till the tide went out, and I ended up staying there in the sand dunes. I say this place has got quite a bit of history. Talking to a couple of chaps, as I said, and apparently there's records somewhere. I'll need to do a bit of study when I get home. That's original harbour, which is gone now. It's all gone. It's all overgrown, and it's all field land now. It's just the river going into the sea. It's only a small river, but apparently it used to be a harbour for this little village back in the medieval times, and apparently there was Roman settlements over there as well, so that'd be interesting. So I'll do a bit of research on that, and I'll certainly be coming back here for the stuff that I found. Anyway, it's worth coming back. Anyway, guys, stop rabbing it on, Steve. I do like to ramble, guys, sorry, my videos go on a little bit, but yeah, really love that. I didn't get no coins, just the one coin, 5p piece. And so I haven't got enough for my fish and chips, but I'm going to treat myself anyway. Have a nice bag of fish and chips up at Lowestoft or Great Yarmouth on the way home. I may have a walk along the pier, guys. And anyway, we'll crack on, and when I get home, we'll have a look at what we found, which is quite interesting. I need for one or two of you guys to let me know what I found, and give me some ideas what they're all about. So I look forward to that, guys. So let's get home, shall we? Till later. Ta-da. There you go. Says I'm going to have a bag of chips by the seaside. Lovely jubbly. Walking down Great Yarmouth front. Just turn that camera around. Bag of fish and chips, you can't beat it. Walking down the seafront at Great Yarmouth. Absolutely lovely. I was going to go up to the pier, but I don't think I'll bother. And it's Great Yarmouth all up there, guys, the pier and everything. I'm going to get stuck into these. Have a little walk up the prom. Lovely jubbly, all the amusements there behind me. Beautiful. We'll get back to the car. I'll munch these as I'm going along. Lovely jubbly. You can't beat fish and chips. Done a bit of fishing while I was here. For me cod and chips. Oh, you. Guys, I went over there to take the film at that fish, come back, and these bastards up here have just had my fish and chips. Every single last one in a matter of seconds. Jesus Christ. Unbelieve it. Can you believe that? Fucking I was enjoying them. I just went over there, just 2 seconds away from my bloody bench I was sat on. The seagulls had every single chip and fish. I'll have to get some more now. That's £5.5 down the bloody drain. I'll have to get some more because they was bloody delicious. What a bloody pillowcake. That's me all over, that is. I've got to buy another piece of fish. I'm going to have the chips there. You know, I can't believe that. I was so enjoying those fish and chips. They were absolutely gorgeous. I had to buy another piece of fish, and I'd just been to Harry Ramsden's. I didn't go to Harry Ramsden's for the first ones. They were from a fish shop, and they was delicious, absolutely delicious. You saw the size of the piece of fish, didn't you? I think it comes to about £5. Just been to Harry Ramsden's for a piece of fish, £5 without the chips. It's a freaking fish finger. That is disgusting. Don't ever go to fucking Harry Ramsden's for your chips, guys. They're robbing. Excuse my French, but I'm so pissed off that I lost my chips, fish and chips on the seaside to those bloody gulls. Boo! Right, let's get this down my throat and let's head home. Catch you later. Right guys, here we go. Just have a look at what we found. It's quite interesting down there. So I'll just briefly go through it. There's a little bit of a tatter on here, guys. A bit of I don't know whether that's shrapnel or what, guys. Whether you can tell me. It looks like a bit of shrapnel or a little bit of I don't know what that is. Just a bit of scrap steel. Looks like a dividing rod. Ooh. So that's that. Bit of heavy tubing there. Don't know what that was off. There's no marks on this at all, guys, so can't see nothing on that one. This is a bit of a blob. It looks like a caster off a furniture, but I think that's just a build up of a rock all around it. So whether I can smash that to pieces and get what's inside there out of there, I don't know. But anyway, probably scrap. Big old bolt. Lovely job, like. Scrap again. That was that lead that I found. So you know, if there's lead about, guys, it's hopefully, you know, I've been told it's usually where the good stuff is. All these are bits of scrap or bits of lead again. Just a few tin caps, bit of shrapnel, some shrapnel again. That's quite heavy. Don't know what that is, but that's quite heavy. A bit of wire, a bolt. No loss here, guys. Lid. Usual bottle cap. Don't know what that is. Ain't got a clue what that is. That seems to be rubber. So it looks like it's a bearing off summers. That's definitely rubber there. But there's a bit of a bolt there, so it looks like it's a bearing or a suspension or something. Don't know. Pass. Now this was quite intriguing, guys. This was covered in rubbish. It was a bit like that, covered in clag, but I've soaked it, smashed all the bits off it. It's had all bits of rock wrapped around it like this. I found this one actually on the beach because it was covered in clad. I thought it was just rubbish, but I cleaned it up. And that's, it's a light, I don't think it's an old piece of metal. It's pretty light, so it's an alloy of some kind, I think. So I'm not quite sure what that is. If you guys got any idea, it's got a distinctive shape. And it's got a marking there. You can see that marking. It's got a design around the top there. So it's quite intriguing. I was really surprised when I got this cleaned up. I thought it was just a bit of rubbish. So I bring all the rubbish home with me and throw it away. It's no good after cleaning. And on the other side, it's even clearer. It's got MX. Bit of design down here. So I ain't got a clue, guys. I think that's just rock stuck against it there. Anybody got a clue what that is? That is intriguing. So it's quite light. So I don't think it's antique or old or medieval or anything, because I think it's some sort of alloy. I don't know, did they have alloy back then? But MX, what's that? MX? What's that all about? Has he got the same MX on that side? Because it looks like it's starting with an M there, doesn't it? Don't know. I am absolutely intrigued what that is. I haven't got a clue. It's definitely been shaped. I haven't got a clue. Anyway, that's that one. All those bits here are shrapnel, bullets, casing, shot, all burst open. Don't know whether you guys got any clues on what calibre those might be. All those there. Loads of shot. I suppose they're all different calibre, I don't know. But tons of this stuff about, absolutely tons of this. Because there are a couple of World War II bunkers lying about in the sand dunes along the coast. Was I doing practicing down there? Is this World War II stuff? I don't know. I don't even know what calibre they are. I'm not sure whether that's a bullet because it's got a thread on the end of it, so don't think, no, that's not a bullet, is it? So that's not a bullet, but all these are certainly bullets, bullet shells. So that's those guys. Lovely jubbly. Get quite excited finding those because I thought there was history. This one here, I thought it was a button, and it's not a button, guys. You probably all saw that on the video. It's a cartridge shell, number size 12, from a 12 bore, no doubt. It's a cartridge shell. There's another one there as well, guys. We've got Ely, number 12 again, London. There you go. That's a cartridge shell. I thought that was my first ever button, but hey ho, no, I haven't got my first button yet. This I was fascinated with when I saw it lying in the sand. I thought, is that a ring? Is that a very, very old ring? But no, I don't think it is. It's I don't know what that is, guys. But as you can see, it got me blood, me heart racing when I saw that sat in the sand. I thought, oh, that looks old. But I don't think it's a ring. It's too soft. Don't know what that is, guys. Is it off a cartridge shot? No, it's too wide bore, isn't it? No, I haven't got a clue what that is. But that one did get the blood flowing, and there was absolutely tons of these. Now these are, I presume, they're bullets, guys. I mean, you can see that. It's definitely been fired. You can see there. It's a small bore bullet. What they fired, I don't know. Is it just caps or something? I don't know. But it's steel. So there's loads. There's absolutely tons of those. You can see how small that is, guys. There's tons and tons of these things. And I was getting these at 8-9 inches down with a Garrett 220. So it shows how good it is. Excellent piece of kit. I got me usual kind. It was only a 5p, 2001, guys. Just got the one kind, so not enough for fish and chips. And that was a debacle. My fish and chips were, dear oh dear, my camera keeps shaking. As you can see here, I've got all bullets. And this one here is the shell. I can't quite make out what's actually on the end of there, guys. I don't know whether you can see what's there. There's usually a date, I've been told, on the actual end. As you can see, that's been fired, but it's definitely a high caliber rifle shell. I presume these tops all part of the same bit. Did that come out of there? Was that part of the same shell? I don't know. I really don't know. There's loads of them. Another one there. That's got rings on it, that one has. Okay, did that come out of there? Is that part of the same bullet? I don't know. Put your comments down below, guys. So there's loads of those. All these are heads off bullets. Say whether they're the World War II, I don't know. Or you see that one's got distinctive ring on it as well. And lovely jubbly. Another one there, another type of bullet. That one there. Any ideas on what that one is, guys? I say I'll need to get my magnifying glass and see what the what it actually says at the bottom. That's a bloody stone. Now this one, I don't know what this is. Is this old, guys? Is it a 45 bullet? I don't know. 45 head? I don't know. There's no rings on it at all. As you can see, there's no. It's really heavy as well. There's no rings on it at all. Is this a bullet? I presume it's a bullet. It's got to be a bullet, hasn't it? It's got a bore there. If though it's been, I don't know. What do you think? It's not a 2-1 ringer, or you know, it's obviously not Civil War or nothing like that. It's not a single ringer or a double ringer or a triple ringer, whatever they are. But if anybody got any tips on that one, guys, that is really heavy. I presume it's a bullet. It certainly looks like a bullet. But I don't know. Pass again. A couple of small bullet heads again there. Little tiny. I presume they're all bullet heads again. There. This was quite intriguing. I really don't know what this is. This is solid. I don't know whether it's brass or what. But it's got some markings down there, as you can see, all around the side. It's been pinched in, clamped in somehow. So I don't know what that is. I haven't got a clue. Seems to have a bit of a pattern on it. This seems to be a different metal that's going inside. This seems to be brass here. This seems to be a bit more of a harder metal going inside. So I don't know. I ain't got a clue. Does that look old to you guys? Would you have any clue what that is? Because I haven't got a bloody foggiest. A couple of other little bits as well. I presume these are all flattened lead as well. This was intriguing. It looks like just a piece of metal to me, flat metal, but there's something going on there. I can't quite make it out, but there's definitely a distinctive design there. Could that be an old coin, or am I just clutching at straws, guys? Is that just wear and tear with it rotting? But there seems to be something going on there. I don't know. Is it just my imagination or what? Don't think there's nothing that side. Could it be just an eroded coin? I don't know. I don't know. Any thoughts? Probably just a bit of metal. It's just the way that's eroded like that. But it definitely looks like there's some sort of design going on there, guys. Try and get that in the light a bit more. Can you see? Is that just my imagination, or is that just rust? Just the way it's rusted up and got crusty. I don't know. Anyway, there you go. So a load of bullets there. I'm pretty pleased with that size. It turned out quite nicely in the sand dunes. I did enjoy it. That's my four horsemen of the apocalypse there, guys. Right, we'll go back up, we'll have a chat, and we'll close this one down. Cheers, guys. Right, you guys. All right, Alan T. At ya. We're back home now, guys, and it's dark now. Got back home, so I did enjoy that, even though my back was a bit bloody sore, and it pissed me off more than anything, losing my fish and chips. I'm telling you, you're probably all out there laughing at me. But that was, you know, it's that moment. You've had a hard day and you've got a nice bag of chips, a nice can of Coke or whatever, and the bastard seagulls ate them all. Buggers. I only had about 4 chips and 1 mouthful of the fish. Buggers. Absolutely gutted. And that piece of fish from Harry Ransom's, guys, that was disgraceful. Absolutely disgraceful. That's the first time I've shopped at that place, and it's the bloody last time, I tell you. But yeah, I did enjoy that, and I'll definitely go back there. I'm going to do a bit of research on the place, find out what it's all about, because it's apparently it had Roman settlements. It's had medieval harbour there. It's not there no more. It's just flat little river. There's no signs of a harbour whatsoever. So I'm going to do a bit of research on that, get the old medieval maps out, get on Google and find out what's going down there, and also some Roman occupation down there apparently. So that'll be interesting, and I'll definitely be back there again. Right, we had some stuff there. Any comments at all on whatever it was there, guys? Because I ain't got a clue about none of it at all. I've tried to do a bit of research, and so many caliber bullets. I mean, that's interesting. I presume it's got to be World War II, hasn't it? I don't know. I've got a magnifying glass in my case. I meant to get it out and see what the writing was, but no doubt one or two of you guys know what all those about. And lovely job, Lee. And that's that one as well. That was my most intriguing item. What on earth is that? Any ideas, guys? What is that? Is it just something off a bit of machinery? I don't know. Ain't got a clue. But it's all so fascinating. All right, guys, from Alan T. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you next time. I've just bought a new magnet, a double-sided magnet, so I want to have a go with that one, guys. See what that's all about. So I may do that for a couple of days before I go about detecting again and digging, but I'll definitely be going back there, and that's for sure. Thanks for joining me again, guys. Thanks for all your support, all your subscriptions, all your comments, all your words of advice and wisdom. I watch all your channels, guys. Give me a comment down below on what you think these items are. Till next time, from Alan T. You be lucky, guys. Be lucky, and we'll see you next time, peeps. Bye.